Hey, good evening, everybody. How you doing? I hope I'm live. I always wonder every time I push the button if, oh yeah, there I am. Okay, I'm actually getting out there. Try to be smooth and professional at this, but I don't know if I want to get too smooth or too professional. So I'm here by myself so far, and that's how I usually start these things out. I decided tonight, instead of doing the Google Hangouts, I rather enjoy the control that I have using the OBS and just bringing a few people in Skype. And so far, it doesn't appear that anybody's all too eager to come and join me tonight. So if anybody wants to, love to have you, even if it's just to stop by for 10 or 15 minutes and and chat about things. And if not, I'll just talk myself here and talk to you guys in the chat room. So let me say hello to everybody. Who we got here? We got Wiz. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. You were the first one here, and you were a little early, Kevin. You said you were on the road, so I hope you can stick with us for a while. And Thomas, always good to see you. I see we have Europe represented here. Tim Robinson's in the house, and Brian, True Drone Reviews. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Paul, Phantom Hodges Drone. Good to see you, and Tim Robinson and Tim Robinson twice. So welcome. I haven't even attempted Skype on PC for a long time. Well, Tim, if you want to give it a whirl, maybe we can make it work. Worst comes to worst, it doesn't work. Basically, just throw your Skype handle, if you know what it is. Open up the app, and I'll try to call you and see what happens. But other than that. Interfacing the Hangouts with OBS, you can do it one of two different ways. You can use the output of OBS. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's like broadcasting software that lets you be a director. You can take the output of that and send it as a camera to Google Hangouts. Or you can try to bring Google Hangouts into a window inside OBS. And the problem that the complications that I have, at least because I'm using an external mixer, is try to get the sound to work. I'm always getting some strange echoes, or there's no sound, or there's none of that stuff. Because Google Hangouts is really meant to be used on its own, but Skype has an interface that was designed to be used with this broadcast software, and that's why you see most of the guys that use vMix or OBS, Ken Heron and OzByDrone, they always use they bring people in by Skype, and most of the people that use Hangouts, like Roger and Val, just keep it in the Hangouts thing. But if I didn't have OBS running, my monkey couldn't come and join me. So that wouldn't be any fun. EBR, how you doing? Good to see you. Peter Carroll, hiya, Peter. So once again, I got everybody's just clamoring to come on here and join me. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot to talk about. First thing was my 2-hour deal on Val's Life the other night. And I don't know if any of you saw it or how many of you did, but I got to tell you, she's like a prosecuting attorney. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. And got to tell my life story for better or for worse, and I decided that what is Tim Robinson saying? Oh, your Skype is just Tim Robinson. Oh, okay. At any rate, I had a good time on Val's Life, and let's see if I can find Tim Robinson. Does anybody want to hazard a guess at how many, thank you, Peter, how many Tim Robinsons there are in the free world? So let's see what we got here. We have Denver, Melbourne, Australia, Chester, United States, Brisbane, Australia. Give me a hint, Tim. We got a couple of live Tim Robinson, 1986. Tim, you got to actually have a handle that's unique for your Skype. So, a few, yeah. Anyway, but if somebody grabbed my attention in there and send me a Skype handle that I can find you with, and I don't know where all the regulars are tonight. How do you find your tag? Okay, Tim, if you opened up the Skype window, it might be just your email address. Tim, might be the easiest way to find it. I think just your email address, and that's unique enough that if I put that into Skype, it could find it. So throw that up there in the chat and see what happens. I'll wait for the. Sounds like talking to people on Mars, because you got the delay in the live stream, and I think when I was doing the countdown, I noticed that the actual live stream was about 15-20 second behind the actual stream itself. Kenny Cardosa, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And okay, let's see if I can find you with that, Tim. Hang on and bear with me while I. Tim Robinson. Okay, here you are. So let's see if we can't call you and see if you can answer. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys can hear it, but I hear the thing ringing like crazy in my headphones. And we'll see what happens. Well, Tim, I don't know. I don't think so. So that didn't work. At any rate, we'll keep trying. Let's see. Keep up with the chat. Frustrated at the moment. Lost my HD cam in a crash this evening. Been looking for over 90 minutes. When I lost it late today, it's a goner. You mean like your GoPro? Which one did you have strapped? You had one strapped on there and it fell off? That does suck, I'll tell you. Sorry to hear that. Tim Robinson said no ringing. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, bear with me a few minutes, and I'll see if I can't. Maybe I got something set up wrong. I never know what the hell I'm doing over here. But at any rate, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about tonight, and I would like to have somebody to actually bounce it off of. But if I have to do it by myself and just talk to you in the chat, I'll do that. Runcam 3S camera. I was looking at that, and as a they came out with the 5S now. I'm reading about, but it's not available. You can't get it anywhere. So I'm going to wait off on that a little while. Who came in? Baduga, how are you? And I got all the regulars, but where in the world is Philly Mike and Mike Roach and Spike and all the guys that I guess they got tired of me. Anyway, I got a new push button I can push here. I'm going to give it a whirl. So let me see what happens. Yes, sir. We have breaking news. Breaking news tonight, guys. And I want to be able to tell everybody that you heard it. You heard it here first. And it's great. Sometimes it's really great to get the scoop on something before anybody else gets it. And I got to tell you, man, I was chomping at the bits to share this with everybody. DJI has come out with a new camera. Did you know that? Were any of you aware that DJI came out with a new camera? Probably one of the best kept secrets I've ever seen. I mean, if you tried to search for this on YouTube, you could hardly find anything about this new action camera that DJI came out with yesterday. I mean, nothing. And the burning question, is it a GoPro killer? Maybe I wasn't the first guy to do this. No, it looks like I got scooped, guys. Looks like I got scooped. I mean, tell me this is just not a little overdone. And ask me if you heard it here first. That's right, Cardoza. You heard it here first. And I got to tell you what, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt that I didn't get one of these things a month ago from DJI, given the scope of the reach of my channel. And I mean, I do have 12 viewers right now. I mean, you'd think somebody, honest to God, you'd think somebody would notice that the influence that I had and value my review on something like this. But at any rate, you would think that, look at this, you would think that somebody had just invented the cure for cancer, or a source of electricity that was based on nuclear fusion, or how to get both political parties in this country to get along with each other. You'd think that something major or something really important happened with the amount of attention that's been paid to this camera. And I do understand it. And maybe the excitement of all these new product announcements is starting to get old for me. But I have decided that no, I'm not going to throw away my GoPro Hero 7 Black or sell it for $25, because supposedly, according to some of these reviews that conveniently have a link in the description where I can buy it, and the reviewer just so happens gets a commission to help support the channel. So for that, I guess I should throw away my $400 GoPro Hero 7 or sell it for $20 on eBay and buy one of these new things that from, I may be wrong, but from what I've seen, does not have an HDMI out port like the GoPro does, which is a pretty handy little thing. Anyway, hey Chris Hope, how you doing? Chris, you have Skype? You want to come Skype in with us here with me, so I have somebody to talk to tonight? Anyway, tell me in the what you guys, any of you guys running right out to buy one of these things? I'm curious. I'm curious. You'll pay $40, but do go offer me $40 for the GoPro. Thanks. It's nice to know. The price of the new DJI Cam Tim is $349. Before you before you probably end up having to buy all of the accessories like you do for the Osmo Pocket. But they do have, from what I've seen, and I watched 1.5 reviews of it. And the one review that I did watch was iPhone Doe, and I don't know if you guys know him, but he's tremendous and very entertaining, and his review is in here somewhere. But these are if you look at this list, these are the reviews that I mean, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and there's this one is Bill the Drone Reviewer. There he is, my buddy Bill. There's a thing about the DJI event, and this was there's some stuff from Japan, but I mean there's somebody said it's not a GoPro. Oh, now we're back. I think we're past. Now there's still some Osmo Action reviews. They must have sent a ton of these things out in advance, but it's a camera. It's a camera. My cell phone takes good pictures. It's a camera that's still an action camera that still doesn't have a zoom lens on it, and you're still stuck with that. So if you want to go out and take real pictures with real fuzzy backgrounds and real control, you still need a real camera. The GoPro Hero 7 has terrific stabilization, and from what I've seen in the reviews, the new DJI one has stabilization that I think they say might be just a little bit better, but in order to get that kind of stabilization, they have to crop the image in, because if they're going to be moving this image around like this, then they have to leave room on the edges. And if any of you ever used warp, what do they call it, the jitter thing in any of the video editors, you'll notice that it makes the picture a little bigger. And the crop on the DJI camera, they say, is about 20%, and the crop on the GoPro is about half of that. So, and they call it, what did they call it? They called it, they gave it a funny name for their stabilization. I forget. I have to see something 4 or 5 times these days before it really, or it has to be important to me. But evidently, I mean, it looks like a nice camera. It's got the little screen on the front. And the GoPro has a Rock Steady. There you go. Yeah, they call it Rock Steady. So with the GoPro, you're just steady. With the Hero 7, you're rock steady. But the GoPro has a zoom feature when you're in 2.7K or 1080. Which I use all the time, and I would miss that in the DJI. But that's a software thing, and you know the way DJI is, it's always there's always going to be firmware upgrades right out of the box and new features added. So it might get better as it goes. And I mean, it looks like a nice little camera. They certainly did plagiarize an awful lot of the GoPro design and looks, even the way the little side doors hinge and everything, but that's China. That's just the way they roll over there. Right, the screen on the front is not a touch screen, and I can tell you, between you and me, when I'm vlogging with my GoPro, you don't really, you can tell if it's pointed at you, and it's such a wide angle thing anyway that I've never had a problem. I never had a problem with that. And only one screen works at a time, evidently. And from what I saw in the review, you actually have to double tap the back screen is one of the ways you get it to flip. I'm not saying it's not a great camera. It probably is a great camera. And if I didn't already have a GoPro, I might consider it. I'm curious, and does anybody know if you have to activate it like every other DJI product? I didn't watch enough reviews to find out if you had to activate it, but that drives me nuts when you buy something you can't use until you hook up to their server and basically get their permission and get it turned on. I've never liked that. I can understand maybe that you should be registered to get the latest updates and everything. Wismac Midas So Nude came with a recall. Oh yeah, but they call it hyper smooth on the GoPro, and it is absolutely tremendous. Hey, Steve Carpenter, how you doing? I didn't notice you in here. Good to see you. You do have to. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd have to activate it, and from what I understand, the thing does come with built-in Wi-Fi. And unlike the Osmo, God, it's so confusing in all these. The Osmo Pocket, there was no built-in Wi-Fi, but it doesn't have a microphone jack, so you're going to need an external microphone adapter. And the first thought that hit me was, are you going to be able to use the same external microphone adapter that they make for the Osmo Pocket, or are they going to really put it in there, sans Vaseline, and make you buy another $40 one that's designed to not work with the Osmo Pocket, but work with the Osmo Action? And from the way DJI seems to operate, at least in my experiences with them, that's what they're going to do. But it would be a nice surprise to see that you could buy a one adapter that fits all. Now, in that respect, GoPro has a ridiculous external mic adapter too, and I know it works on a few of the different GoPro models, but other than that, I think it's useless. Thomas says you can't stream from it live as of now. That'll probably come with an update. You know how they and these guys that they sent them out to already got they're probably, if you got to think that they got them a month ago, and they're running. They're running pre-production, a 2-month-old firmware on it, and that's nowhere near ready for prime time yet, because they really rushed this stuff out. So I think in time this camera will do everything. Is it going to kill the GoPro? Don't think so. That's my opinion. You can buy the GoPro. Yeah, it retails for $399, but it's always on sale somewhere for $349. So the price is going to be the same, and I have confidence in the GoPro that it works. Paul Murray, how you doing, my friend? Hey, Paul, why don't you come in here and join me on Skype? I'll tell you what, I'm sitting here. Nobody can come in tonight, and I need somebody to talk to. Would you like to join me? You haven't been on the anywhere for probably at least 15 minutes now. So let me know. And I think I got your Skype thing here. If you'd like to, you can come in, and we're talking about the new Osmo action camera that I scooped here on my channel before, and got the word out before anybody else. I want to talk a little bit tonight about the the memo that's circulating around from the FAA that y'all know what that is. So at any rate, I think we're probably done. Is there anything that we need to talk about on this Osmo Action camera that you think we might be able to say that probably hasn't been said in any of these things? Paul Murray, you never Skyped before? Do you have Skype? Wow. Don't tell me I'm going to have to open up a Google Hangouts. You know, I do that and try to work it in, but it might really screw it up. Paul, do you have Skype? I know that Philly Mike and Mike Roche have Skyped in with me before. God, I don't know. Is it this time of day that's hard to gather people together, or yes, do a giveaway of an Osmo? You know, I've got one of the original Osmos, the yay for I'll tell you what, guys. If you put up with the gyrations here, in fact, if you want to watch what I'm going through, I will see if I can't figure out how to bring a Google thing into this. But I did it once, and I remember I had all kinds of problems with the getting the audio working right. But we'll give it a try. So what I need to do here is I need to go over to Hangouts, and all right, where's Paul? Or Tim. Video call. And I think I had all right. Let's see, Tim. I just sent you an invite to a Google Hangout. So let's see if you get it, and we'll see if that does any good. And once I can get a couple people actually in a Hangouts deal. You may not be able to hear me or see me in the Hangouts, but so far it says I'm the only one here. Yes. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I think, is that... Oh, okay. Tim did 12 things at once here. Wizman, you have one of the first Osmos too? Did you buy all the gadgets for it like I did? Did you buy the Z-axis thing and all the fancy arms and things? And I did all that, and it was ended up with a lot of. I still use the camera. It still works pretty good. I enjoy it. I guess nobody's going to Skype in with me, so I can close that window. I'll show you guys the mess that I'm dealing with here. This is what I'm trying to set up here, and I got a Google Hangouts window right up here, and the OBS window down here, and then the chat over here, and some various files and videos and things over there if I need them. So what I'm waiting for right now is somebody, and let me go to my Gmail and see if I have some email addresses here, and maybe I'll invite a few people. This is worse than being in the Army. You guys aren't jumping up to volunteer here tonight. Let's try this. Let's do this, and invite Paul Murray. Okay, Paul, I sent you an invitation, so we'll see if you would like to come in. Anybody else? Tim Robinson, you're waiting for an email. Wow. Okay. Let me. What did I do with your email? Your email address was way back here in the chat. Tim. Bear with me, guys. Tim. I realize this is riveting TV. Hey, Tim, put your email in there again, would you please? How big is my main monitor? Steve Carpenter says. The main monitor is a 43-inch 4K TV, basically. It's a Hitachi 4K. I got it on sale at Best Buy for about $300. And it's as good as any computer monitor I have, and I've checked the color accuracy out on it, and I calibrated it, and it works great, Steve. So I can't see spending a lot of money on monitors. This one over here on this side is also a television set. I got it running at at regular high HD. It's like a 32-inch deal. And the one on the right is also an old little TV set / monitor that I had. So I managed to set this thing all up without spending an awful lot of money on monitors. But that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Your Gmail. Okay. All right, Tim. So let's see if I can just get you a link here. So let's add somebody, copy, link. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send you an email rather than try to... What happened here? See? And now let's do this and that. Okay. The address... Oh, God. Okay. All right. So bear with me, fellas. Let's try this again. Let's go pose. And try this. First of all, let me try it this way and just see if you get an invite. So let me know if you got an invite that way, Tim, because I just actually sent you, through the Hangouts window. Now what I need to try to do is I need to try to figure out a way to bring the Hangouts window into this particular broadcast. So I can do that while I'm waiting. So I will go back and okay, so I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, but so far I don't see Tim popping up in the Google. So Tim, let me know in the chat if you got that, or if I would be better off just emailing you a link. So what I need to do now is I need to get this window here into a scene in the in here, and I have a Hangouts. I have this that I was using. Okay, Steve, as soon as thanks for the link. As soon as I get this Google Hangouts thing working, we may get to that particular subject. I'm still trying to get Tim Robinson in here. I probably should have done this. All right, so let's try this. Try it this way. There's the link. Link copied to clipboard. There's the link. Send. Okay. I just emailed you the link now, Tim, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if any, all you guys know who Tim Robinson is, the king of the hot sauce. Okay, so at any rate, what I need to do here is I need to go in here, go to properties, and I need to plug that in there. Cameras and microphones. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to say okay. Hey, all right. I see Tim. Can you hear me through Google? But you can't see me through Google, correct? Or you guess you can. Yeah, you can see the back of, you actually can see my whole setup there. Good. Okay. So now nobody else can hear you, I don't think. So what I need to do is I need to do this. I need to transition over to here, and let's see if we can't make this Hangouts window work. Okay, so what I got here is, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What I got here is this window, and make it bigger. Everybody's going to see how the magic of this works. There you go. That's Hangouts. I need to interact with this and dismiss that. Okay. And Tim, an old guy. I need to join the call, which doesn't make any sense, but this is how I have to do it. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. 25 echoes. Okay, so now I have fabulous echoes. So what I need to do is probably mute this. Does that help? No.
No, still echo.
Yeah, I know there is. And that's what I was afraid of. Also,
Yeah, while it's echoing, you are doomed. You are all doomed.
Okay. That's not really the best screen for this either. With looking over my shoulder. But hang on a second. So I need to go into this. No, I need to go here. And okay. Yeah, still echoing.
Yeah.
Oh, foo. So many places. God, I like this. It sounds like we're in a cave. But I'm not seeing you. All I'm seeing is there's.
Well, you don't got my picture up.
There you are now. But it's looping around. Nah. So you don't have Skype, huh?
It was actually ringing, but I was in the loo when you rung.
Oh, well, hell, let's try that. Hang up on,
Hang up on Hangouts. Yep. No problem.
yeah, and I'll try to get you back on
Okay.
Skype to get you in. All right.
Probably still won't work, but worth a shot.
I don't know. We'll give it a whirl. Hang on. We'll try that. And I'll have to work on this getting Google in here without all these echoes. Or just do a hangout and forget the OBS. All right. I'm back. And I need to get out of this. Hang on. There you go. Okay. So I'm back now. And shouldn't have any echoes. And now we're going to try Skype again. So let's open Skype up here and let's try calling Tim again. And I should have saved his email somewhere. I hope this is I hope this guy, you're entertaining you with this nonsense, but I guess it's no worse than hanging around in Canadian Drone Hub talking to each other. So, be my guest. Let's see, where is that email that I just sent to Tim? This is you. God, Tim, what was your email again? I've got it all mixed up with a bunch of other emails. Was that the one I sent you the email for the Hangouts as your email? Well, we'll try this one. I think this is you. I need a producer here. I need a producer like Osby Drone has. He has his wife. 616 Drones. How you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I got you. I got you, Tim. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. We're having a technical little, I don't want to call it a fiasco, but we are. Okay, here we go. So let's try Tim. All right, it's ringing, Tim. See what happens. Nothing. Let me try the other email because I just tried the first email. So let's add this email here and try it again. Yeah, Spanky, Peter Spanky isn't doing much, but he's good moral support for me. Hey, there we go. Something happened. Tim Robinson. There you are. I can see you, but you probably can't see me because I don't have a camera on Skype. But do you hear me? Yeah, so you're not going to be able to see me because Skype can't share the same camera. And what I did last time was actually put a second camera up outside of OBS. But okay, so you're here now. Now I can actually bring you in to a window here, and everything should work fine. So let's go down here and find you. Yeah, but just turn. Yeah, you can watch that, but just turn down the volume down. That's all. There you are. Okay. where's your window here now? Oh, that's the monkey. Yeah, you will. You will. And I've got you in here. But for some reason, it's not. I'm gonna bring you over here, and I'm gonna go to Skype, and you're supposed to be up on the wall there, and you're not. So let's see if one of these other ones. This is just one of those nights, you know. Let's try this one here and see if this is painful, man. This is absolutely painful. Absolutely painful. Let me get rid of the monkey here. And hit the Skype thing. There's the window. Oh, it's there, but you're just not in it. Now let me make sure I have. We could not connect to your selected camera. Yeah, I know that. I do have NDI turned on, but oh man. But I can't bring you in. Gee, I'm sorry, Tim. Does anybody hear Tim on the stream? Can you hear him at least, or is it just we can't see him? Yeah, and I don't know what the world is going on with this, because it was working. I have it set up just exactly the way I had it set up last week, and we were in a window, no problem whatsoever. And right now, no matter what I do, the window is. Yeah, in the Skype window. Yeah, but it's not being picked up by OBS, and the problem is what I probably have to do would be reboot, shut down OBS, but that stops the stream. So I guess we can't do it tonight. So next week, I promise I'll do a Google Hangouts and bring everybody in. That's probably going to be for the best, even though, and I'll do a bunch of testing on this with some private streams, you know, to get this stuff working. Yeah. All right, my friend. Thanks for trying. Good to see you. I got to see you anyway. In fact, if nobody can hear you, but if I do this and I point right there, up here on the screen, right there is Tim. There it is. Everybody, take a look. You'll see pretty soon. I actually point to your little picture on my monitor there. Okay, buddy. I'm going to shut it off. Okay, take it easy. All right, so much for Skype. That's going to be enough of that. Sorry, guys, we gave it a try. Let me catch up with the chat here. Yeah, no sounds except for me, and I've laid off the sound effects tonight, but they should be working. And let me go back a little bit in the. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Jerry Calvary is here. Good to see you. 616, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Well, I'm glad some of you guys showed up tonight. Nothing worked out like I thought it was. I was hoping to bring some people in with Skype, but for some reason, it's just not working, and it's very temperamental, and these are the times when maybe that Wirecast or some of the other things may have a little advantage over OBS, but I've never had any problems with bringing Skype in before. What happens sometimes with these things is once you start changing devices around, and once you switch a camera input from one device to another, and once you've made a few changes, then things just stop working. And the only way to get them working again is to reboot. And with OBS, the streaming is coming right from OBS, so I guess we're not going to have any guests tonight. So 616, come back next week, and we're going to do I'll do a Hangouts like I did last time, so that we can just let Google handle all that, even though they've been having their share of problems. And just when I think I got it figured out, I got the Hangouts window into OBS, but had a terrible echo and an awful video, so I'll have to work that out too. But I did want to talk tonight. I did want to talk a little bit about this memo that you got Clicky Audio Mitch, Clicky. I don't know what that means. How does my audio sound, everybody? Does it sound okay? Yes, audio is messed up. Oh, great. Okay, hang on a second here. What in the world could be causing that? I hear clicky audio. I have no idea what that means, but cutting in and out. Okay, hang on a second here. Let me crank up the volume of this thing a little bit. And how's that? Is that better? Did that solve the problem, guys? Is that any better? Breaking up a bit on the cam. Peter Carroll said, actually, I'm using this Audio Technica mic through the mixer, and was fine on the rear cam. Clipping. Oh God. Well, I should be using let me make sure I got all my settings right. Okay, so you hear me now, and if I go to the rear camera, I'm still using the same microphone. So somebody tell me if the audio actually changed when I went to this. Did that make any difference whatsoever with me talking on this thing? Because if that's the case, then it's bringing some other microphone in from somewhere. But let me know, guys. I'm waiting to hear. AJ Alvarez, email you the next time. Okay, AJ. This stream here is just gone to pieces. Yeah, I'd love to have you in here, my friend. Definitely some interference. Audio is great now. Okay, so the audio is okay now, but if I go back, so what you're telling me is if I actually show you my face, it doesn't like it. It likes the back of my head. Okay, so I'm actually still getting my audio from the microphone, from this microphone. If I turn this microphone off, okay, you guys should not have heard what I just said when that microphone was off. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the other screen that I was on and see what I actually have that might. And I want to transfer to this, transition to this, and tell me if the audio got different. Is the audio okay now? Now that I'm back on the front screen, is the audio okay? That's what I need to know. Or is it different than it was when I had it behind me? So I'll wait a second till somebody lets me know if this audio is okay now. And if it is, then I have no idea what was causing all that. And you know what I can do is the audio is okay. Clipping again. Okay, I'm going to turn on my little notebook over here. Turn the sound on because I got to hear what this is doing. Bear with me, guys, because okay, so you hear me now. I hear the clicking. I hear what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm happy in here, my friend. Definitely some interference. Audio is great now. Okay, so the audio is okay. I don't know what might be causing that clipping because it's the same microphone and the same mixer either way. I do have a setting. I'm wearing headphones, very noticeable. Without the headphones, not as bad. There's some definitely breaking up again. Okay, Demons and Gremlins. Tim, that's got to be the answer. Okay, so this is going to turn into a big troubleshooting session, guys, and thank you for that. I have some filters on this thing here, so let me go and see what filters I have. I have a noise gate. I'm going to take the noise gate out. Now, did that make a difference right there? Because what a noise gate does is if you stop talking, it shuts it off completely, and it may be that the noise gate setting was set wrong. So I just turned that noise gate off. If I stop talking, you probably hear some noise. But tell me if that didn't help. I have no idea what this is. Okay, it's still clipping. So you're telling me it's still clipping, and I want to turn all of this stuff off. How about now? Anything now? Anything now? You know what? I can probably just go and let's try one other thing before I give up and call it a night and see if I can't figure out what's causing all of these problems. And it might have had to do with some of the shots at bringing those outside sources in. But let me go to let me do this, and let me go to the Logitech mic. All right, hang on a second, guys. I'll tell you what. When you stop talking, there's some kind of noise in the background. It's like static or something really noticeable through the headphones. Yeah, Thomas, I think that was because I turned off my noise gate, and it may just be that some of the settings have got to the point where I just really need to reboot everything. So I'll tell you what, guys. I've been at this for an hour. I've been by myself here, and I appreciate you all coming in, but I really expected to have a small panel or people to have a little talk with and discuss some things. So I think I'm just going to call this one, and between now and next week, I'll experiment with this stuff and find out what was causing the problems. And I'm sure as soon as I reboot this mess, everything will probably go back the way it's supposed to be. So without sitting here driving myself nuts in front of everybody, I just call it a night. Sit around, watch Ken Herron in about an hour, and take the rest of the day off. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you all the next time. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll give you a little music on the way out anyway. If you can even hear it. So I'm going to turn off my mic now, and I'm actually going to stay live for a second, and I want to listen in to see what the sound's coming out of the other end of the stream. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Okay, I got what I need to troubleshoot this, so we're going to shut it down now. Take care. See you all next time.